another video. Let's go to the explanation of part 2. Okay. Velu follows his friend through the crowded streets to a big building. Behind the building there was a garbage bin. Velu wonders why there were there at all. Okay, so what happens? We know that Velu finally followed the girl. Okay, he caught up with the girl as she was leaving the station. When they got to the road, Velu found that vehicles kept coming in and never stopped for anyone. In village, he did not see this kind of he did not see this rush of vehicles, and now it appeared to him that the vehicles will not stop for anybody, right? Smoke and dust flew at him from all the sides, making his head spin. So there was lot of smoke and dust and lot of vehicles. They had to wait for a long time before they could find a gap to run through. So they had to wait for a long time till the traffic stopped and they could run through the gaps of the cars. They had to wait, and Velu kept hesitating, and the girl finally dragged him to the other side. So because Velu had not seen city and never seen such busy roads. What happened? He was hesitant if he can cross the road. The girl held him and dragged him to the other side. What do you think you are doing? Grazing cows. If you stand around in the middle of the road like that, you will be chutney. Velu's heart was still beating fast because he had never ran on the roads with vehicles like that. Okay, so the girl told that you cannot be slow here. You need to be fast and everything, otherwise the cars will crash you down. Velu's heart was still beating fast, and Velu's heart, with excitement and sudden rush, his heart was still beating very fast. Okay, he looked back at the central station and the traffic speeding by. How had they managed to come through that? They walked along and side of the road under some huge signboard. So they had crossed the road. They had crossed the roads, and there were huge signboards. Velu looked up the pictures: banyan, car types, pens, a woman holding a box. The writing was all in English, so he didn't know what it meant. So there were huge signboards, and everything was written in English. So he could not understand what was written. The girl turned onto a wide bridge and walked up. So the girl turned onto the bridge, and he started walking, and Velu started following. Velu stopped and peeped, and when they were walking over the bridge, Velu stopped they were walking through a footpath. Okay, so Velu stopped and peeped over the railing under him. The road ran into the city. In the distance he could see huge buildings and towers and more roads. So till the point he could only see big buildings and roads. See that big? And then the girl replied by pointing at a building. See that big building with wall around? If you are not careful, you will be soon counting bars there. The girl grinned and pointed a huge building. So what happened is, so the girl showed him the central jail, and said that if you are not careful here, they will put you in jail. Velu squinted and read in the Tamil sign written Central Jail. And Velu was curious. Why? I haven't done anything wrong. You don't have to do anything. Just don't get caught. That's all. Right? So the girl tells him that you don't have to do anything. Just stay away from cops. Okay? And don't get caught. Now Velu starts thinking, what does she mean? Velu wondered, because everybody knows that the police catches only those who does something wrong. Okay, and now Velu wondered that why did she tell her like that. Okay, meanwhile the girl was already heading down the bridge with a sack on her shoulder. What was in it? He had seen her putting plastic cups into it at the station. What are you carrying in that bag? Velu asked. Things bottles, paper. Velu wondered what was she doing with them, but he felt shy to ask any further questions. Okay, so Velu thought that he was curious that what will she do with all the trash things, but he was very shy to probe more to her with the question. It was still morning, but the sun blasted down on the tar and Velu's bare feet burned. Okay, so because it was very hot and the street was burning hot and his feet was burning. And we all know that walking barefoot on a tarnished tar road and walking barefoot on a normal red mud road or kacha road is not the same, because the coal and tar or the metal road in the cities capture much more heat and it is very difficult to walk barefoot on the city roads. He was soaked with sweat. He tried hard to walk in the shade but and keep up with the girl at the same time. She walked really fast. How far away was the food? And Velu was thinking, and because Velu was very hungry and tired, he kept thinking that for how much more distance I have to walk to get food. After almost an hour of walking, they stopped in front of a big building. Sri Rajeshwari Prasanna Kalyana Mandap, read Velu slowly. Okay, so after an hour of walking on the road, they reached near a building that read Sri Rajeshwari Prasanna Kalyana Mandap, and a sign with letters made of flowers said groom JV Vinayagan and bride Rani. Okay, so they reach Kalyan Mandaps are the places where there are communal weddings are held. Okay, these are the basically types of town halls that people rent out for wedding and other purposes. So there was a wedding in that town hall. There was a wedding that was taking place. Okay, the wedding was in process. Now Velu stared at the big cars parked outside. Now Velu started glaring or continuously seeing all the big cars outside. One of the cars had a flower garland and one of the car was very decorated. The girl looked around and pulled one off quickly and stuck it in her hair. So the girl picked one rose or one flower from the car and put it on her hair. Come on, she said. Are we going to eat here? Asked Velu, looking at the huge hall at the people inside. And now Velu asked the girl that are we going to eat here? And the girl hopes, said the girl, shaking her thumb under his nose. So the girl said that if everything goes well and if nobody catches us, let's hope that we will be eating here. She laid him behind the hall. There was a big garbage bin. Okay, so the girl sarcastically tells Velu that you have such high hopes, because we all know that these rag pickers, they cannot go into a wedding and start eating food from there, right? So the girl tells Velu, you have such high hopes. Do you think this particular hopes with exclamation mark means you have such high hopes, you are not going to get food from here? And then suddenly she drags Velu near a big garbage bin that was overflowing with rubbish. Two goats were standing on the pile, fighting for a banana leaf. So there was a garbage bin. There were two goats that were standing and eating from a same banana leaf. Okay, and it was, we know the dustbins are very nasty places, right? And there was a cloud of flies that were hovering above the dustbins. Okay, there was a rotten smell in the air. The girl picked up a squashy banana and held it out to Velu. Here's your food. And the girl picked up a banana from the dustbin, and and it was very squishy, means it was very bad in condition, and held it out to Velu and said, "Here is your food." And Velu was shocked. Are we going to eat their leftovers? Che, what do you think I am? A dog? I only take untouched food. Here's some more. Catch. She threw him a vada. Velu looked at it with distaste. So basically the girl, because Velu had never eaten something from the dustbin, right? And she was like, and he was more filled with disgust, that how can I eat somebody that is already thrown away by somebody, right? And leftovers, okay, and somebody has thrown out, these are the leftovers and nobody ate it. So the girl said that I only take food that is whole and that has been thrown, right? So here are some more. Catch. So she threw him a vada. Velu looked at it and Velu was disgusted with the thought about eating from a dustbin. Okay, come on, hero, eat it. You think I like it? I told you I will find something to eat. Don't think I have money to buy food for you. You would better eat what you get until you have your own money. So the girl tells that you have to manage with this, because here to buy food you need money, and until and unless you have your own money, you have to manage and eat from here, because I also don't have money to give you, to buy you your own food. Now what happened is Velu hesitated, but his stomach squeezed him again. He gulped down the banana and vada. So he was disgusted and he did not want to eat, right? He hesitated, he had a doubt to eat or not, but the hunger, his stomach was paining so much that he gulped down the banana and vada, okay, without even thinking that it was from the dustbin. His stomach felt better immediately. So because he was so hungry, as soon as he ate the banana and vada, he felt a little bit better, and his stomach ache was also lessened a bit less. Okay, only one more banana which she ate herself. There was only one more banana which she ate herself. Okay, it's too early, they have only eaten tiffin. If you are still hungry, you will have to wait for them to finish lunch. So the girl said, it's very early and they have only finished eating what? They have only finished eating the tiffin. And if you want to eat more, you have to wait still they have finished their lunch. You can wait if you want. I have to work, I am going. The girl told him, see, if you are hungry, you have to wait till here, but I have to go, I have some work. She picked up a couple of bottles from the heap and threw it back in her sack. Then she walked off. Velu panicked. He realized that if the girl left him, he had no idea where he was and what to do. So basically he thought that it was true that if the girl had left him behind, he again would be clueless that what he should do. It was better, and Velu decided that it was better to stick to her. She seemed to know her way around. He ran after her. So he somehow adjusted with his hunger, and he started running after what? He started running after the girl. Hey, he called. He did not even know the girl's name. Hey, what is your name? He asked, hurrying behind her. She stopped and turned around. Oh, so you have been following me around without even knowing my name. Jaya. So she introduced herself as Jaya. Okay. So, and Velu said, I'm not following you. Then the girl replied, what then? Whoa, who got you food? Can I come with you? Where are you going? And Velu asked that if he can come with her, and he also asked where was she going. And she said, see, come if you want to. This bag is full. I have to go home and get another one. So her bag was full, and he had to go home, empty it, and bring another one. There is a row of, now we will do the comprehension check together with at the end.